Hello, I'm Vincent White. I'm an employment attorney, and we are answering COVID-related questions very quickly today. Here is the question. I was furloughed at the start of the pandemic. Now, my employer wants to reopen before it's legal here and says I'll lose my position if I don't come back now. What are my options? Well, I mean, it's tough, right? It's tough because I hate to destroy businesses, and there's a lot of different businesses, right? There's bars and restaurants that are going to go under if they don't reopen, and they're under that pressure. Do we reopen and break the law and get a fine but survive, or do we, let our bartenders and our wait staff and our cooks starve? What do we do? So my suggestion to you is that you have the power, almost certainly in all jurisdictions, to report them for opening, for breaking the law, right? But it may not be ideal for you to do that, because reporting them, depending on the business, depending on the size of the business, and depending on the behavior of your local and state government, reporting them could also put the business out of business, which harms you, right? So your goal, it sounds like to me, is to not return until it's legal, but you also want to keep your job. And at that point, that is a difficult needle to thread, right? You really got to balance that. And one of the suggestions, it's an aggressive suggestion, I don't know, you're going to have to judge the people involved. But one of the things I might recommend is saying, hey boss, I can't really come back. It's not legal yet. I can't do it. And I'm worried that, somebody might report us if we reopen. Can you let me slide on this? And what you're doing is you're indirectly kind of pointing out that if your boss if your employer, your boss, your manager, the owner, whoever it is, gets a little too heavy-handed with the staff, any given staff member could just report them to the state and the local government, right? And the fines could be massive. There could be penalties. There could be criminal charges. There's a lot that could go on. And you're not directly saying, I'll report you, because that's problematic. That's going to cause you trouble down the line, right? But you are saying, I'm worried. I've heard talk. Some of these people, they might report, and I can't be here when that happens. It's a gentle reminder to the business owner, you can do the right thing, or it would be a real shame if something happens to this business, right? It's not an ideal way. It's certainly not the legalistic answer, which would be report them. They'll be fined. They'll get in trouble. Right? Like that would be what I think most attorneys would say. But it doesn't really serve your goal in this situation. And your goal is my goal. I hope this is helpful.